Viewers, good morning, pleasant good morning. Share the life with me. Good morning. And you just sleep with this phone in your hand, girl. Hi, good morning, good morning. Just share the life with me. I want to say Assalamu alaikum. I want to say shalom. I want to say a blessed good morning to those wonderful persons out there who will be viewing this program this morning. I want to say howdy to y'all. So I'm here on the ground. I'm here with Mr. Jason Bourne and my leader, Miss London, Apostle London. We're here on the ground, and as you could see, just let me just show you what's been going on here. You know, we mean business. This crew mean business. We're still here waiting on some other folks to be here, but we are the first. And imagine we come from Linden and we are the first. So there are no other members here at the moment. There is Mr. Jason and there's Mr. London there. As you could see that we come from Linden, we mean business because we're here for the nomination. But you know, taking a quick view at this area, I realize that I'm here under the shed that the First Lady have built. So, you know, I mean, taking a quiet look around. Yeah, the place looking nice, but here we are, the same situation again, you know. And a day like today, you know what I mean, I think that this is supposed to be cleaned up, man. You know, we will have a lot of persons who will be here today, you know what I mean, and this is the kind of thing that I like to, and Mr. London and Jason Bourne, we have to come down here being the first and happens to see these filthy rubbish around, you know, maybe we could see. So I want to say that's a bad start for the day, but just to let you know that we're here this morning, and I hand you straight over to Mr. Jason Bourne. Maybe you have a few words to say, and then we will get into what we want to say.
Hey, good morning, viewers. So yes, we are here, and I would like to encourage everyone at home to come out and support, right? Come out and support whatever party that you stands for, and anybody except the PPP party, you come out and stand up for his support what it stands for, because it's very important. I am here this morning and I can't understand what's really going on. This is the bandstand. This is, look at this. Wondering why is it the government continue to use our oil resources, money coming in from the oil resource, right? Why they continue to use those funds to, it's just a big misuse all the time with this money. They continue to misuse. I'm shining this camera for you to see each and every one of these garbage bins around here are overflowing. But here we are, we could see all the PPP canters, the PPP buses, everything that the PPP would have spent hundreds of millions of dollars just to campaign. And this is money that would have came in from oil revenues and so on and other resources, but they're using this money instead of paying workers, the city council, for them to maintain the city and so on. Instead of paying those workers to maintain this place, you're using the money to campaign. So where that leaves us is, instead of we in a city, we in a shitty, because everywhere you look is sheer garbage. Look, everywhere that I look is sheer garbage. And a day like today, I think if they wanted to show like they're doing something, this is one of the things they should have focused on. Look, right, left, right, and center, everywhere you look, is share, all the garbage is overflowing. Look, you know. So, nevertheless, we're out here, and all of our supporters, people that support Forward Guyana, people that support the Guyana movement, I encourage you guys to come out and give your support. We need the support out here this morning. So that is it for me this morning. This is my take on everything. So you guys have a wonderful day.
Okay. Yes, just to let you know, you share the live. The highlight is on ground. You don't know, you know, and your host this morning. And let me say this to y'all. We will try our best to see if we could be live majority of the day, but depends on our battery, because trust me, we had to walk a far way. We had to walk a very far way before we could get to this area, because if you notice that these areas have been cordoned off, providing that we will have a lot of persons will be here in this area, so the cordon off this area, so a lot of vehicles, they're not able to come through this area. But just let me hand you straight over to Apostle, that he could give his real take this morning and greet you wonderful people also.
Thank you so much, Conan. Greetings to all of you, and as always, it's an honor to be here with you all. Welcome to Nomination Day, a day in our country that's supposed to be marked by fairness, marked by uprightness, honesty, and it's a day in which we already, from last week, gotten a word from the Chief Executive Elections Officer, CEO of GCOM, and that CEO said that PPP will be awarded second place, although they were nowhere to be seen when we were lining up there. So we envision that there may be some challenges today. However, you will notice some Forward Guyana movement, conduct that speaks to maturity, and that we intend to have the well-being of our nation at the forefront of our minds. Additionally, we would not be frustrated by any process. Neither shall we be intimidated by any process. We are here to say that, first of all, we have, based on our numbers, qualified ourselves to be able to represent you based on your request, the people who support us. And I would like to encourage those who support the various political parties as well, stand for what is right. It doesn't matter who you support. It speaks to what do you support. Do you support justice? Do you support fairness? Do you support uprightness? Or do you support impropriety? This is an election that I believe would highlight the moral values of Guyanese. And I'm saying to you today, as one who has been chosen to lead and chosen to serve you in that capacity of a leader, you need to understand what you're going to be selecting. Further, I say to you all that we have received information that the PPP will have this section assigned to them by GCOM. The APNU will have this section assigned by GCOM, and then everybody else has to be out somewhere out here, where you see here by the bandstand and these places. That's our section. So if there are 23 parties or 22 parties contesting these elections, GCOM has already told us that for them, the PPP is so important, the APNU are so important, that they have a special place, and everybody else, you just go somewhere. Is that the kind of politics we want in our country? Why should the law of this country speaks to parties entering an election? The Representation of the People Act speaks to parties in an election, not big party, small party, new party, old party. It speaks to parties. But within GCOM, within that system is an elitist apparatus because there are only two significant parties represented at the commissioners level. But we're here to say to you today that it doesn't matter what is tried, we have to make an effort for there to be a new or a different political experience in our country. So I'm here, all right? We're here and we're waiting. As always, I'm grateful for Conan and for Jason, these brothers who are always available to ensure that we work together, we walk together, and that we build memories in this nation together. So we're here, all right? To those of you who would have signed on those forms as nominators to say that you endorse the candidates, to those of you who've been bold enough to stand as candidates, because in regions in which we have walked for Ghana movement, we have toiled, I mean, with, as they say, through many dangerous toils and snares. We walked and we did this on foot. So I would not expect GCOM to have any kind of shenanigans tried today, because we have done a lot on foot. We didn't go to some telephone directory and pull people's names. I want to share with you this morning. Some of you might become uncomfortable right here now, right? So just brace yourself. Kona gave me the phone, so blame him. But parties understand what I call bureaucratic rigging. So they know, for the PPP, for example, remember the cash grant? Let me tell you what they ask you for. And I spoke to this before, and I speak to it now. What did they request of you? A photograph. They say bring a national ID card. Then you have to sign. So what do they have available for you? They have your ID number and they have your signature in electronic format. What does that mean? It means that they can take your signature, scan it on a document, and put that on a list as you're being a nominator for them. It is that serious. Now they know that people in certain regions won't be able to come out here to oppose and say, well, no, I didn't put my name there. The PPP has within itself now a database to work with. It includes your signature, it includes your photograph, and it includes your ID number. The two things needed mostly in this process would be your ID number and your signature. So the PPP doesn't have to forge, as they did before, your signature. This time they have your signature. They have your signature on a document that you signed up for the $100,000 cash grant. More than that, they also have numbers to work with. So if they know they had 600,000 Guyanese who collected $100,000, they can prepare the results from now. You all there? They're able to say from now that they had, let's say, 420,000 people. Akanni say, oh God, come Akanni, you see my face now, join the live view. I'm here. Why does Akanni Blair join first in the morning? This man wake up and join mine or what?
Yeah, he's always joining. Tell him join the live. Join the live for Akanni.
Akanni gonna say join the broadcast, man. Come.
Front of the class.
Come.
Come. How with you?
Come and let's have a conversation right here, right now.
Come.
So as I was saying to you all, there's available data. GCOM said you have to submit these forms electronically and also in hard copy. What does that mean? That you can send in a system. Good, come. Can you come on the broadcast? You need to campaign for Barrett today. Come. Ah, wonderful. So let me share this to the world can hear Akanni's conversation with me here this morning. Where are you, man? How you jump up? Akanni, where are you? So let me finish this. I want to share the broadcast. Now, give me a second. Right. So let's see if Akanni's going to come back because we need him on the broadcast. So as I said, if GCOM says you can submit these forms, you will have to actually submit the form electronically. Then those who have signed already, your signatures are available. They cannot tell you that your signature was not done electronically. So if they have an when I see you, brother, I'll contact you in a minute. If they have an electronic signature for you, then they have the means of scanning your name and having it in a system. Remember the local government election where dead people were signing for the PPP? Remember that? You need to be aware, Guyanese, and I say further, based on the number they have. So if there are 650,000, 620,000 people who collected the cash grant, they know they have an average, a range of how many adults are in this country. They know that. So what do they do with that information? They are capable, through rigging, they're capable of determining and projecting based on demographics, because remember now, they also know where you live. Let's not forget where they collected. They know where you live. They know where you live. Akanni needs to join us, man. Come.
Yeah, good morning.
Wonderful you're here. I don't see you, but you're present. So I was
All
in the
right.
broadcasting and said, oh God.
Yes,
So,
and that was in response
yes,
to
so go ahead.
you saying that the PPP. I don't want nobody to call me this morning. Yeah, that
You
was
want to
in
call you the
response.
content about the broadcast?
No, nobody can tell me though. You
Oh,
know I
good.
just roll. Yeah. So that was in response to you saying that the PPP cash grants were able to acquire the signatures and the ID number of persons who they can now use as signatories to the backers list. And I'm saying, oh gosh, because it is pathetic. It is pathetic of you and anyone else who will think so. If you, as a small party, are able to amass the requirements to satisfy GCOM, who are doing it for the first time, and the PPP who know this process and would have done it countless times and have in every single area of this country have party groups and members who dying to work for the PPP to do anything. And for you to put us in that category to say that we're trying to rig the process of acquiring signatures, that is the lowest you can go. And I mean, I gotta stop with this shameful behavior because that ain't gonna work. It is not going to work. You know what? I know y'all find yourself in a position this morning as to whether or not to make the submission of the list, and simply because of what you saw yesterday at the kitty market, at the kitty market area, where it was completely flat out red from end to end of Alexander Street. People had to end up climbing on the seawall or they couldn't get a space in the arena. I mean, y'all are shocked. And
And that is why you will find this kind of response from you guys this morning. But it's
All right,
time
so
for you. It is time for you to back off and relax on yourself and join the movement. The people have
all right,
spoken.
so
Spoken
Connie, maybe
this morning.
we have other people on the platform, so you can do this one step at a time. So you realize that when you spoke, I give you at least 3-4 minutes to present your point. So let's go this step by step.
It is not
Number
even 2
one,
minutes. What do you mean
hold
4
on, no,
minutes?
man, we ain't got all day. So let's go. You in your bed. I'm on the job. So let's go one step at a time.
I
In
come
order
here
to
for
acquire the
response. Just throw back.
hold on, man.
Go ahead.
In order to acquire or to receive the $100,000, were Ghanaians mandated to present the ID card and sign electronically?
It is a way of checks and balance.
Man, just answer the question. You're a
And
grown
and
man.
and
Don't do this.
and
Me used to
and
come too far for you to do this. You're too
the
old to do
world
this.
has gone. The world has moved on to
Akanni,
a
answer the
digital
question,
age.
man. Let me
But
call
it
right back.
is
Give me
yes.
1 second. And I brought
There's
that.
no denying. It's yes.
Fine.
It's
Okay,
yes.
good. So the answer is yes. Now I let you talk. So give me 1 step at a time. How are you doing? You all right? Good to see you, man. Now listen. We're doing this 1 step at a time. All right? So there is, you said I'm saying nonsense. I'm telling you one step. There is electronic data and electronic system in place to acquire people's signatures. That's a fact. Secondly, there are ID numbers of every Guyanese who collected a cash grant. That's also a fact. They couldn't drop him when I start saying what is untrue. So we have 2 things to work with. One is that there are signatures in the system collected by the PPP. That's a fact. Secondly, the ID cards for everyone who collected the cash grant. That's also a fact. GCOM requires that you submit the list of nominators electronically as well. So I'm telling you that the PP could use, as you did for local government election, use their people. You don't have to use their people now. You could use signatures, and I'll tell you why it could be done. Because if you know for sure, Connie, that when AP and you goes first based on what happened, and then Susan taking photograph in front of Imani Yana, saying, oh, we second, when Vishu Singh Prasad did that, what Vishu Prasad guaranteed was that you all could have signatures on your list because people could say that they don't want to deal with you all anymore. Based on what you have done to them over the years, they don't want to deal with the PPP anymore. But you have a way of gaining signatures without having to meet people. That's the point. We didn't do that. We walked the ground to get the signatures. You all could pull from a database.
So you are
And I know you're more intelligent than
speculating
what you're
because
presenting here.
there is no evidence of what you were talking about.
Is there
And
evidence? Is there
based
evidence that it didn't happen?
you know what is evident? You know what is evident? That over 40,000 people were home yesterday and went to the PPP campaign rally launch. That is evident.
How many?
Tell
Over
me
40,000?
that yes, you tell me that we pull them from a database and put them out there for stand up. You tell
No,
me
Connie.
no.
No. You pulled 10-day workers. That's your pull. You pulled those
Yeah.
whose job on the
We
line.
put we put
10-day workers as
40,000
well.
10-day workers.
No.
We
You
put
didn't have
40,000
40,000 out
10-day
there.
workers out there.
You didn't
Yeah.
have. You
We
didn't. You
put
didn't have. No.
40,000 we put 40,000 10-day workers out there. That's what we do. Yeah. And we threaten them that if they don't go there, that we go fire them. That is what we
Oh,
do.
that's the norm for y'all.
Well, here's what we gonna do next. We're gonna threaten them that if they may vote for we gonna fire them too. So we done win the election.
No.
That's what
That's
we gonna
exactly
do.
the point. You all have won
Yeah.
because you have
Could I
the
jump in?
officials
Could I
believe it.
jump in on that?
In your head,
Could
you
I
win.
jump in on? Could I jump in on that point?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I
All right.
can't understand the stupidity
Hold
All right,
on,
of you
Akanni. Hold
Akani,
guys.
on.
stick up in.
I
Akani, stick up
really
in.
can't understand the stupidity.
Akani, I have a question for you and others like you. I have a question. I'm going to move away a little bit from the list and the what's not and the what's for. I have a question for you. And you said you had about 45,000 people out there.
I say about 40,000. If
Good.
you want to
Okay,
put on 5
40,000.
more that been live in on the
Okay,
free wall, is all
I
right.
could even put on 5 more. I will put on 5 more. Right, 45,000 people out there, right?
Good.
99%. I'm going to ask the question to 99% of those people that were out there. One, I'm going to list. Please don't jump in. I'm going to give you a chance to answer. One, for all those people that were out there, 99% of them, one, can they go to Amici every weekend and buy a meal for their family? One. Two, if something serious is wrong with them, that it requires overseas medical attention, could they fly out from the country and get such attention? Three, could your kids attend the schools and social clubs that the 1%er that is running that country and running PPP? You understand me? Could your kids attend those schools? Could you have the facilities that they're having, like the maids, the nannies, driving the very fancy cars every year? Could you change your car every single year on the salary that you are making? And could they, on the salary that they are making, buy those expensive cars that they are driving every year? Could you attain such? Could you?
Arvin, let's do one step at a time. Don't rush, Akanni. Get confused fast. Let's do
Good.
one step at a time. What's the first question?
Good. Could he, right, go to Amici and the fancy restaurants? In fact, 90%, 99% of the people that are there, to Amici and the fancy restaurants out there, the PF Changs, etc., every weekend with your family, buy a dinner and leave a big tip for the people in there.
Good.
Awaiting.
Oh, let him answer the first one. Because I know Akanni will. Let him leave the first one.
You know, you're asking some irrelevant questions, and
What?
I get
Hold
low
on,
tolerance for stupidity, very very low tolerance for stupidity, and
All
Nigeria
right.
know this.
All right.
Look, these
Hold on,
questions
hold
you
on.
ask me
Hold on.
is like do better. Ask more intelligent questions.
Okay,
Have
well,
them dumbass question where you asking
the intelligent part of that question. Where is your disposable income after you finish paying all of your bills, sir? What is it? What is the amount of your disposable income after finish paying all of your bills?
That tell you an experience I had
I don't want to
on
hear
Friday.
experience. I'm asking you a direct question.
You have to get the experience I had on Friday and one yesterday so that you will understand, right, where we at. So I went to GPO on Friday to pick up a birth certificate for my grandson. So I'm well attired in my PPP outfit because it's campaign season. And a lot of people watching at me, particularly black people, and some Indian people too, with a kind of strange look on the face. But because I'm so comfortable in my attire, I didn't put anything to it. I didn't realize it was what I'm wearing get people looking at me. But one young man jump out to me and say, "Big man, could you give me the hat you have on?" I said, "You want the hat?" He said, "Yeah, I'm serious." And there's a black man. And I give him the hat. He walked 2 steps next to me and he asked me where I could get jersey. Well, my car was parked in front of Bank of Guyana. I said, "Park in front of Bank of Guyana." And when he put on the hat, a lady, a security guard asked me for me too. So I realized, wait, these people probably watching me because they wanted hat and jerseys. So I said, I got to the car and I invited to come to the car. He came to the car and I took out 8 hats and 8 jerseys. Right? And he said he's gonna go back and he's gonna give who want. And I said for myself, I walk back with this money to see what is really going on. And within 2 minutes, everybody's stretching their hands, snatching hats and jerseys. That was the first experience. Yesterday, as I was on my route to Georgetown to go to the campaign rally, I stopped by a supermarket right in Linden.
Akanni.
Akanni,
Wait,
that's
I'm
still an
taking
Stop,
answer
them.
a
man. Hold
question.
on.
These are collectors.
Listen.
You
Wait,
still
wait,
haven't
Wayne.
answered. It
1
makes
second.
no
Hold
sense
on.
what you're saying.
Brothers.
Can that
They make
security
no sense.
guard enjoy a
Here.
dinner?
Hold on. Hold on, man. I can.
Wait.
We have to be
Nigel,
guided.
Nigel,
Wait, hold on. We have to be
Nigel.
guided and we have to be cordial. So if we have a
All right.
conversation, let it be guided by wisdom and keep ourselves in check in the conversation. I get no now. So I can't handle certain things
Okay.
too well. We having a
So,
healthy discussion. Because it's going to be a discuss like this. If parliamentarians could behave like this, Ghana will be a better place. So let's have a healthy discussion. First of
all
all,
right. Let
you
me
asked a
let me
question.
conclude.
Our Guyanese
So the guy,
don't conclude no Jersey story,
yes,
man.
I'm answering you. I got to answer you like this, Nigel. And respect me. So the guy, I asked the guy at GPO, why is it you take this hat and this jersey? He said, my father worked hard all his life and he was unable to buy a car. He said, I have bought a car and I did nothing illegal and I do it under the PPP government.
What did
I
he do to buy
voted
the car?
President Ali. Again,
What was given to him to buy it? How did he get it? He had a road contract?
the man said he worked honestly, he did nothing illegal.
What
And
work
he
did he
is
do?
voting President Ali. He told me that.
What work did he
The
do that
next
wasn't legal?
how you gonna ask me? The man see he
Well,
work
you could ask
honestly.
him.
He's a worker.
All right.
You
So
want me answer? Could I answer that question?
go ahead, Wayne.
Could I answer? Just come a parallel with what he's saying. Akanni, I opened a business here in America under Trump. You understand me? But I will never ever vote for Trump. You understand? I didn't open the business under Biden. I will never ever vote for Trump. You know why? Because his policies do not align with mine. You understand? Good. Continue.
So
It's not
no, don't
Trump that
You
continue yet.
can't
owns the
show
business.
me.
Let me just inform you, Akanni. Barrett said, right? Your leader said, and I call him your leader to be nice to you this morning, because you're not calling him something else where you're concerned. But your leader said
No.
that
You
life.
can't
Hold on,
disrespect
man.
Bharat and talk to me, you know. You
I
know
could do
that.
what?
You can't
Say it again.
disrespect Bharat and talk to me. So when you
Well, like,
said the leader,
I can't talk to you
you are
then.
well in line.
No.
You're
I
well
could
in
do,
line.
no. What gonna happen here is that you asked to come on this broadcasting. So don't feel that I want to disrespect him. Barrett is an
No,
idiot.
I ain't asked to
He's
come
your
on the
guest.
broadcast.
He
I
is
make a
guest.
a
comment and you
dishonest,
ask me to join the
mendacious
broadcast.
idiot. He has
Man,
no
you
respect
can't
for
go
God.
down
You
the
should not
road.
go there. But
The
let's
only
hold on.
idiot
Let's
sit
jump
down
up and
here
go the other part.
is
Don't go there with me
Nigeria.
this morning. Hold
No,
on.
you
Hold
ask
on,
me to
Chief.
join you broadcast to tell me leader is an
Hold on.
idiot.
Hold on.
Akanni, you have
You
to
can
Let
get
me finish.
apologize,
up
buddy.
there, you know. It's
Apologize to him.
democracy.
Right.
Apologize to everybody who listening this broadcast this morning.
If he could call a man's wife a low life, I could call him
Low
an idiot.
life.
And that's the most
Exactly.
fitting description of
Thank
who
you
he
very
is.
much.
And
Thank
So
you
let
call
me
your
very
go
own
much.
there.
wife for low life. The man
He
can call
called
your own
his
wife for
wife
low
a low
life.
life.
He can Nigel call your own wife for low life.
Yeah, but I know about two them. I know Barrett called him my wife.
It's on
It's
the
his wife, he call wife
it's
who he
on
want.
that basis like Bharat calls low life.
Listen, man, let me finish my point. Don't have problem this place. So let me finish with you. Barrett said that Facebook likes and popularity don't win in the ballot. So getting T-shirt and hat don't convert to the ballot
Will
either.
win ballot.
Having 50,000
We
or
never said
80,000
so.
people
But
And that
stand
is
in
number
why
Kiki
we
doesn't
encourage
win in
the
the ballot.
people to
one
go
Don't
out
talk
campaign
on
over
the
do
me,
not
man.
1st of
convert to
September
ballot.
and cast their ballot. We never said
Number
that T-shirts and people think. Barrett say,
So don't tell me
don't
about how many
be
people attended the
complacent.
launch.
thank you. That do not convert to ballot box. Thank you.
Right, and that is why Barrett said, don't be complacent. We still have to go out and vote. That's how we win the elections. And that is what
So
we intend to do.
so why do you talk about how many people were there yesterday? If that doesn't convert to vote.
Totally relevant.
You don't choose the relevance of the conversation. If you said that the number of people went out to
You gonna
Kitty
call
is a
something,
sign that you've
you
won,
gonna call something that was so what's this word I want to use?
hey, listen, answer the question. All right, let's
I'm
go
gonna
back.
help
Let's
you.
go back to this.
Phenomenal.
Let's go back to
Phenomenal, eh?
let's go back to the cash grant story. So I want to represent them, Akanni. there is a database available to only the PPP, nobody else. Do you agree with that?
Well, I'll create a database, no? Create a
Man,
database.
you're too old for this, man. You need to come.
Create your
Get a t-shirt like this. Because
create
where
your
you at,
electronic
sense don't function too well.
database.
You gotta come here where wisdom resides. Wisdom resides in Fall Ghana movement. Because like you don't got to understand what I asked you just now. The
You
database is
could create
available
your own
with all
database.
taxpayers'
You
money
can
they got.
create a database.
No,
Huh?
no, we can't because we don't have taxpayers' dollars to spend. You all use our
Taxpayers
taxpayers' money
dollar.
to create a database
Borrow
with
from
signatures inside,
Azradine.
electronic signatures. For what?
Azradine get 40 billion locked up in a room. Borrow
I don't
from
care
me.
what Asadin got.
Nigel,
You've been in the room with Asadin, huh?
Nigel, I'm gonna
Anyway,
gotta come off of this. My tolerance level, my gauge is showing very, very low. I gotta come off of this.
You go
But it's
line, you
important that you
ignorant. You
call
could
me.
go line your way.
Nigel, it's important that you
Yeah.
call me
Go
when you
line.
finish.
Go line with
Nigel,
your ignorance.
Nigel, it's
I
Go
need to
important
line
go
that
with
you
your
on.
call me
ignorance
when
in
you
You gotta
finish.
America.
stop fighting this
Very
man, man.
important.
Come home and vote. Then you gotta
Nigel,
do.
Nigel,
Stop
it's
run
very
your mouth
important.
from America and come
Akanni,
home
This
and vote.
community like a started to warm up already, man.
Akanni,
Go
give a
line with
break.
your
Let me speak to
ignorance, man.
somebody
Go
intelligent.
line with your
I can't
ignorance.
come to Joshua or what?
Nigel, it's
You
very
go.
important that you call
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's very
I coming
important that
down.
you call me.
I'll call you,
Fine.
brother. Real talk.
Me and
I call
call
you coming
you.
down. You
Call you
coming to
for what?
town?
Yeah, I'm gonna left home in a short while.
But you in your bed or you left me in bed?
I left home in a short while. I go in my bed for relax and talk with all you. Right now I'm in my chair.
I got you. All right then. So there is a database that's available to only the PPP.
But you
All
need
right.
to create your own database.
Well, what you need to do is give us
Share
another
out
black like
cash
we are
grant
going
to
to
create
give
database,
them
you know.
boys. No,
You're
since we
not
want to
sharing
have a
out cash
database,
grant. And
give
Nigel, listen to this.
us another
I
black
want
of
you to
two
hear
man.
this. Listen to this, Nigel.
Give
Listen,
us
Nigel,
Road
listen
to
to this.
build. Give us
Nigel,
Carrington Highway to
listen.
build. Give us Concussion Road to build for $50 billion, where we only spend 10 and keep 5 in our pocket. Since you all are the masters
Nigel,
of
listen.
corruption, I can tell you how we can build a database with our money. Give us Crane
Nigel,
Highway to
y'all won't
build.
get one seat.
Give us
Y'all
Crane
won't get
Highway to
one
build
seat in the
that break up
election.
in 2 days.
You
And that's
know,
how we get
y'all
money
won't
to
get
do
one
the
seat in the
database in an hour.
election.
What
All
happened?
of you organizing yourself for a bunch of criminals and all you want to tell people about what?
Who's the criminal, man? Call
Gary
name.
Best.
Who? That's the criminal.
Nigel
What crime was he
organizing
convicted
everybody.
of? What crime was
You can't
my
get convicted.
partner convicted of?
Alias call Barrett criminal. Barrett ever get convicted of anything? Alias call
Yes.
Ali criminal. You ever get convicted of anything? What you get convicted
19
of?
fraud charges. No, don't call his name. Because 19 fraud
Charge. You know
charge,
much charge.
he was
You know much
made.
charges.
Hold
You
on.
know.
Man, you ask me
You
a
know
question,
much
let me ask you a
charges Darwin
question
Best
then.
ever get? Darwin Best does
He
get
got,
charged every year.
what was he convicted of? Name one thing he was convicted of.
What Ali was convicted of? What
Let
Barrett
me
was
help you to,
convicted of?
well, can I answer your question? Good,
Answer
fine.
no.
Ali, the court ruled that Ali, there was enough evidence to support Ali having to stand trial for 19 fraud charges to the tune of 174 million Ghana dollars that he robbed from us, the people. Ali Haq said that she will discontinue the matter. It wasn't dismissed because he's now president. 19 fraud charges. He got more charge at my son's age. And you want to mention about who's corrupt? Who could turn a minister?
So
And within 2 years, they built a house with a mansion with pool. Hold on, man. They built a mansion with pool house and all of that.
A sitting president in Guyana, when the Constitution say that the sitting president has immunity from all. You want to
It doesn't say
prosecute a
that.
sitting president?
The Constitution doesn't say that, sir. The Constitution says the president can be removed if there's gross misconduct on his part. Ali was committing gross misconduct before he became president. He got worse after he became president because his natural tendency is to be, hold on, his natural tendency is to be corrupt and unlawful, pathologically mendacious. In other words, he can't stop lying. That's his natural nature. It is in his DNA to be corrupt.
You think you're talking about Grange and and
I'm
Norton
talking
and
about
them
Granger.
though. That's who you think you're talking about.
I talking about your soup pot. You all got a whole water tank of soup and it turn the top slowly. That's what I'm talking about. Because you would never support Ali if you
Anyhow,
were being, if you had enough, Akanni, you know I'm telling you the truth. If you had enough to do what you had to do as a solid Guyanese, you'd never support the PPP. You, because I know you know me.
Joke.
I'm making joke.
You making
You tell me
joke.
one
I would
policy
never
of theirs that you
support.
support. You tell me one policy in terms of ideology that you support. One, name one.
We
Don't
know that
swallow
the
my answer,
PPP,
fam.
right? The PPP.
Don't swallow, answer my question. Tell me an
Listen to
ideology,
me,
a way
man.
of thinking of theirs that's deeply rooted in the party that you support. Tell me one.
The support for the working class throughout.
For who? For which class?
The working class. The
How
people
do
like
you
me and
support the
you.
working class when you send home the entire staff of St. John's Ambulance Brigade? You fired all of them, and you support the working class? How you support the
St.
working class
John
when you have to now
Ambulance
import
Brigade.
nurses?
You mean
Hold on. You import nurses and pay
the
them more than
private
Guyanese nurses.
entity? The private
How you support
entity
the
that
working
y'all are
class
ripping off the
when teachers have
coppers,
to be on the
St.
road
John's
and
Nursing
they can't get
Brigade?
their money yet? Listen to me.
Relax
Come for
yourself here.
t-shirt.
Ask people
Anybody
working in
been
this
gets a
country
t-shirt?
that are enjoying
Come.
the best
There's
life.
space in the wheel, Akanni.
People enjoying the best life they ever had.
Hey, we have a space here party. ABP. Akanni Blair party. Come, I registered this morning. There's space in the wheel for you, boy. Over that side, it's just lies and no sense. How you could say you support the PP support the working class? The most injured.
Because it's the truth.
The most
It's the truth.
injured population in our country is the public servant. Oh man, you know that?
You know what he forgets.
You all refuse to pay teachers union dues. Your party tried to kill a union. Are you talking about supporting the working class?
Try to kill union. Fit up come out and endorse President Ali and we party try to kill union. Everything that y'all say, the people just come out and contradict kill union.
You know what? I want you to come down to nomination day and meet me in person. Let me shake on a Bart, knock you off today. I want you to come and hug me in front of Bart's face. Give me a brotherly embrace. And tomorrow, you're out the door.
You take Barrett for nothing or what? Barrett would knock me off for shaking you out. I would hug you up. Barrett would shake you out.
How the police get transferred for shaking us in hand?
Because uniform not supposed to be shaking nobody hand.
Who?
Police in uniform not supposed to be shaking nobody hand.
So they shake your hand.
You lucky you only get transferred.
So
which
how do they
police
shake your hand?
Shake in front hand?
Plenty
You got to shake your command
well.
in chief hand. You got to shake your command in chief hand. Who you think is it?
Shake your commander hand, but you can't shake anybody else hand.
Right.
Because if an hand fat with money, huh?
And then he gotta get special detergents for what he had.
Corner ready for you, man. You ready for corner now? What?
The detergent thing is a practice developed from COVID. And when you develop certain practice, it's hard to break. And that's why these men just get a little detergent for wash their hand whenever they're shaking hand. It's
so
not nothing else.
Practice from where? So if detergent is from COVID, teething is from where? Because they ain't come from Chile.
It's from Bornum.
No, Bornum. Bart could teach Bornum to teach.
The third richest black man in the world when he's dead. That's where the practice of teaching come up from.
So where's his money? If he got all the money, why Bart transfer my job?
You think
his son-in-law ain't left any money for his son-in-law?
His son-in-law get morals. He's waiting for that for make the move.
You want to talk about Darwin Best and then say Van Best got morals?
Yes. That is why he joined the PPP. He get conscience.
So if you join the PPP, you have a conscience and you have morals. Is that what you're saying?
I don't say it already.
How y'all have an accused child, an accused pedophile on your nomination list today? Can you imagine?
Who is the pedophile?
I said an accused pedophile, Dharamlal.
Who is the accused pedophile?
Dharamlal.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about pedophilia. I know the age of Granger's wife and find out the age of his elder daughter, his eldest daughter. And then you would find out what is pedophilia. You find out the age of Granger's wife. And then find out the age of his eldest daughter.
How old is the wife?
You find out. And then you're going to see she about 14 years old for she daughter. You could find out though.
So was the girl raped?
Yes, so nothing. So nothing.
Huh?
All you said is standards of pedophilia in this country. That's what they do.
We said, we? Who we?
You, all you were part of PNC. All you said is standards of pedophilia.
So I'm a part of PNC?
Yeah, you break clear just like a man's and them from PNC. All the same thing.
You know who you're talking to. You remember me talking to, right? So you say about people me.
I must know what talking to.
I break it from PNC.
All of you.
Hey, you're
PNC by heart, you know. You never acquire the document to say I'm here, but you know you're PNC by heart.
I break away from where?
Man, Nigel, man, you forget me. You
ever see any weak person leading me? Huh? Tell me when you ever see me follow a weak man. You follow 10 of them. When you ever saw me following a weak man? I just mind chicken. I don't walk with chickens.
10 weak men.
I mind chicken. I don't follow chicken. As long as you're scared, I cannot walk with you. You hear what I'm talking? I'm the public talking here.
So you're following a woman that's wearing iron panty?
I ain't following no woman. I'm standing beside a woman. I don't follow a woman.
You're following a woman, man.
We are working together to ensure that when we're done with y'all, we'll build a special prison. You can't go to jail. You're a good fellow. You can't broadcast until you get strength to talk. But the rest of them, you can carry tennis show for them every week.
You know, I live in
come down, let me shake your hand about see, man. Come fast.
I would argue up on Barrett can't do me.
When you come here, well, we can take a photograph live for the world to see.
Barrett could do me something. Barrett would congratulate me for hugging you up, man.
Why, man?
You know Barrett. You know Barrett, bro. Barrett is about inclusion, everybody. Not division.
So
Barrett not about
back to the point. Would you say to me that your list of nominators include nobody who's dead and nobody whose name was just extracted from some phone book or some database? Would you say that?
Dead. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about the list of nominees, right? The problem is nobody don't want to go back the next day in 24 hours to get back the names that cross-match with other names, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something about this. So, PPP, right? And then the list last. What is the fuss about handing the list? PPI would hand in the list last, dead last. And guess what? We will still form the government. We will form the government. I will give all you the glory. Send all a little front with all the list. And in all the list. And in all the list. And then we will come in and in our list last. And we will still form the government come 2nd of September.
You can form the government? Well, I can help you with that because the government includes the opposition. So you'll actually form the government indeed, but you won't be the administration.
There you go with your delusional. Delusion.
Akanni, let's make a deal. When you all are beaten, would you come live with me on a broadcast and say that, listen, we were beaten into subjection and we subject ourselves to the will of the Guyanese people?
I'll be the first.
Good. So since we're talking about that,
when you are beaten, when you are beaten, what would you do? You will continue your ranting for the next 5 years?
No, man. I rant every day because you're all too wicked. If you become decent, I won't have a cause to rant. I tell you from the beginning.
Well, prepare
But
to
once you're
rant.
dishonest
Because
and you like to lie, I will have to rant.
Like,
But
we
look
don't
upon this,
lie.
Akanni, of all the people y'all couldn't find today as a candidate, when we show up to you, Manayana, you mean to tell me that you're okay with Dharmla being presented as a candidate? That's what you're telling me, brother?
Yeah. Yeah. Dharmlal is good. I don't know the circumstances under which Dharmlal was charged and all of that. But guess what I could tell you?
You don't know the circumstances.
If people do make mistakes in life, right?
No,
People make
hold on.
mistakes
No,
and
slow
people
down. You
do.
talk too fast, man. I hear slow. You talk fast and I hear slowly. You're saying to me that you don't know the circumstances under which he was charged? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, it was alleged that he was involved in sexual activity of a young child and all kind of thing and so on. Right?
So you don't know the circumstances.
I'm telling you the allegation that were made.
Guyanese, I want you all to hear a PPP representative. How they treated our children. I want you all here. I want you all to hear this representative here, how they feel about our children. You hear what he said? He doesn't know the circumstances.
How I feel about them.
When that girl was put
you
to
don't try
for
to
2
push my
weeks.
name out. I'm telling you, it was alleged that the man was involved in sexual activity of a girl under the age of consent.
And you okay? And you okay with that person being on the list of candidates? You couldn't find a better person.
With nothing, sir. I can't be okay with nothing, sir.
You were supporting the party, though.
People that should get reformed. People, he wasn't punished yet.
You could reform a rapist. I ain't saying he's a rapist, but just in general. You can reform a rapist.
Well, you can't call him man a rapist. You know the man rapist.
That's why I said I'm not calling him one. I'm just speaking in general.
So why
you
asking
can
if you
reform
could reform a rapist? We ain't talking about a rapist.
You say
Are
people
we
make
speaking
mistakes.
about a rapist?
You said no. You say the people. Man, listen to me, man. If you're listening to him, I'm saying, if you say to me that people make mistakes, so raping a child, if that were the case, would have been a mistake. That I'm following your line of reasoning. Man, wait for me. Oh, listen to me. I ain't in your party, you know. I don't function around your politics. Let's have a sensible conversation. Rape is to forcibly engage in sexual activity or also acts of sexual behaviors with a person. So you don't have to penetrate the person to rape them, especially a child. If you didn't know Priya table that bill. So any form of sexual contact without the person's permission, especially a child, is called rape. So let me move forward with you on this, please.
So you know, man, in this case, that he forced the child. You know that he forced the child.
No. What I know is that a child made a complaint, and the complaint got to the Guyana police force. They failed to charge him immediately, which is what the law dictates. Because your party don't deal with fairness and justice. So the law that Priya Manikchan tabled and was signed into the bill she tabled and was signed into law plainly states that if a female makes a report of rape, the person accused must, not should, shall be arrested and charged, and the person has to prove his goodness. I don't like that, but it's law.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, personal.
Go ahead.
You had a charge in the Bahamas of sexual misconduct of a child?
Never.
Never?
Never. Charge?
You had any run-ins with the law to do with anything of a sexual nature in the Bahamas?
Never. So what I want you all to do
were you deported from the Bahamas?
Never.
Why you left the Bahamas?
Because I'm a grown man. And I do what I want.
You was forced out of the Bahamas. But under what circumstances?
You asked me the question and tell me the answer. Did you just ask me why I left?
Were you forced out of the Bahamas?
Never. Hold on, let me do them. Let me tell you this straight this morning. Let me tell you straight. I told you already.
Tell me what happened in the Bahamas.
Let me tell you what you have to do. Well, on this campaign trail, right? On this campaign trail, what you need to do, Akanni, is I tell you all already. You have, because you all need to function one way. You have to stain a man's character and then drag the man's name and do all kind of stuff, right? So here I'm telling you.
I ask him questions
let me finish, man.
Alleged.
Let me finish. Let me finish, because I interrupt you. Listen to me carefully. I told y'all before that from the time you say entered into this arena, that y'all call this campaign and politics and all the rest of it, I tell you simply, listen to me, listen to me carefully. What you're going to do when you want to put my name out there, here's the rule. Don't give me no ugly woman. So once you say I got a woman, she must be pretty, not pretty. So make it straight.
You just
don't give me no man. Don't give me any man.
Buddy.
So what you gonna do?
With Priya. You like Priya more than anything else.
Listen to me, man.
Your obsession with Priya is too
So when
much.
you like to put my name out there, you could say I thief money, you could say I sell drugs, you could say that I thief church money, do all of that. But don't say I get no ugly woman. For heaven's sake.
Who tell you that you get an ugly woman, buddy?
No, but I'm telling you, man. So if you want to, I had some girl and I don't mind. So y'all could spread what you want to spread. When you finish, I never. You understand to you?
Me know you got the Priya.
When you finish,
I asked you.
When you finish,
I asked you about allegations that were made in the Bahamas.
On my left today, bring him. Bring Damlel on my left and put me on the right. And put the camera on, and then you ask me, were you ever convicted or charged for raping a female? I'll say no. And then put the camera down and say, were you ever charged for raping a little girl? And let him say no. We don't have to make it difficult.
Would say no.
He would say no.
He would say no.
Then he would be lying because he was charged. So you don't even understand what he's saying. Ha! Exactly my point. So
you're just lucky that you didn't get charged.
I'm lucky. But if there's one thing y'all got a problem with, is that when your hands clean, the PPP can't touch you, boy. That's your problem. I don't thief money.
Thank you.
I don't thief money. I don't make oil deals.
I am making specific reference to things that were alleged. I don't tell people to wait to turn your chance coming. So y'all ain't coming around me, going back funny up my tree. Hey, Nigel.
I don't go to Romano for breakfast. I don't go to Romano for breakfast with anybody. I don't go to Romano for breakfast to cut deals.
Hey,
when your hands clean, boy, you can talk hard. When your hands in the can, you can talk loud. I was chased out of the Bahamas. Me, chased out of where? I live by one, because my hands are clean. And I come home and I say to you again that your leader is a dishonest man. Don't talk to Conan.
For the rest of the day,
you have to be the name of the game.
But if the laws, right, the support, well, I guess they get laws now that will deal with it. But you're just lucky. You're just lucky that. Hey, what man? I gotta go because I gotta move.
Hey, but before you go, don't go. Akanni.
I ain't talking to
don't put no baggage for me, leader friend. Do not also put no baggage on my leader. Please.
Good to see you.
You hear me?
The man running for
I have a blessed day.
Don't put no baggage for me, leader. Let the PPP and yourself and your keep your baggage. Don't put baggage on me, leader.
Your leader got to be honest, man.
He honest. Why you feel like following me? Can you get baggage? Will you follow me with baggage? Please.
He deceived you.
And make us come down here, sir.
That's it.
Because if you have fear, you're going to jump anybody else this morning, y'all lie. We prepare for y'all. Y'all got going last. PP got going last.
That's how they're talking about it. PP got going last. What I'm going to tell you, find out where you know the last election. PP got going last.
Anything, man. Anything.
I don't know if
yes, sir. To the viewing audience. All right, Akanni. We'll have everything to where you come down back, right? Yes.
Yeah,
so,
bless, respect.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. So to the viewing audience, here we are. Yes, you see we now gathering. So yes, we now gathering. So does anybody else want to say something to the viewing audience? Does anybody else want to say something?
Check me out.
Is that
Check
right?
me
You
out
want
the
to say something,
broadcast.
brother? Everybody else, you are, ma'am? You would like to say something? You like to say something to the viewing audience? Okay. Yes. So here we are. No. So can you say
Check me out the
something?
broadcast going on. Check me out the
You come in
broadcast.
this broadcast, you know, for call back. You better come put on
Man,
the jersey.
check me out the broadcast.
Let me see if I can get you out back. By your candy beer. I think you come out there. Oh shit, you come out.
Nah, there, still there.
Hold on. I get now, go on. Yeah. Yes, so to the viewing audience. So we will be live all through the day. So for the people who now joining this live, I'm your host, Conan Marshall, and we're here, you know, in the meanwhile, we're having some open discussions. So, you know, you're free to coming, anybody, you're free to coming on the live and share your views. Yes, so who now joining the live? I want to say good morning to you all. Salam alaikum. I want to say shalom also. And you are welcome to the broadcast. I see a lot of people out there, y'all having fun. Y'all have been laughing all the time. You know, a lot of persons want to know why we just encourage these people to come in. But let me tell you this morning, this program or broadcast open to anybody. You're free to come in and share whatever. We have people who can handle these kind of brutal situations sometimes, you know. So we have people to handle y'all. So you could come in and share your view. So let me see. Yes, viewers. So I'm going to get some breakfast now. If you see Mr. Jason Bourne, he's you know, we hop since 2 o'clock this morning. Cause we gotta travel down very early. So you know. Well, yeah, deal with Akanni. You deal with it there, man. Deal with it. Anyway, we should cut this live until, right? Yes. So we would cut this live until after breakfast, and when everybody come, we will be coming back live. So stay tuned. The highlight is here. Remember, we're always here to place you, not to teach you. So if you're in doubt, you just check the highlighted page out. So thank you so much for viewing this morning, and we will be back. Thank you so much. Please.